my beauty, I have you. Oh, Mary, would you open the curtains there for me? I can't see out the window. Them lace curtains, I don't know why you put them up in the first place.
It's to stop people looking in, Mother.
Sure, who'd want to look in at two old ones like ourselves? Me with one foot in the grave, and you astride it. Is it near dinner time yet?
The clock is over your head.
You know I can't see the clock from here.
You can't see the clock, but you can see out the window, all right? It's 10 to 6.
I can't lift with me head, with me neck. It's all wake and wobbly like a truck is. You'll be old someday, girl, yourself, and then you'll see it.
And a minute ago, I was as old as yourself. Anyway, I'll probably grow old alone.
Oh, I know there was something bothering you. You're going around there all day, moping. Have you fell out again? Or has he not popped the question?
Well, it's hard for him, Mother, when he's the two of us to consider.
So there only starting out, the two of you.
It's been 10 years, Mother. 10 long years since we started courting.
Martin's a steady lad, I grant you that. Steady as a knox. And he comes from a long line of them.
Stubborn, you mean? Stubborn as a mule.
He comes from a long line of them too. Anyway, Mary, whatever else happens, don't leave me here with Sean. That brother of yours isn't able to look after himself and remind me.
That's not going to happen, Mother.
He'll be in shortly now. Have you his dinner ready for him?
That's what I'm doing, Mother.
Ah, the poor lad kills himself working. Do his turnips now the way he likes them. Boil them first, and then a couple of minutes in the pan.
That's the way you like them, Mother.
Should I have to eat them if they're in it? Unless I fade away.
Oh, there's no fear of that, Mother.
Oh, bad sisters and people could be chewing them all day long. Oh, Sean, love, you killed out.
Rick, from it. Any sign of my dinner?
What did your last servant die of? Oh, those muddy boots.
The poor lad up to his knees in shit.
Yes. But he doesn't have to traipse it all down the corridor. I'm just after cleaning.
I wonder where was he working today?
Well, it can't be that far away. The farmer's shrunk a good bit since he took it over.
Are you starving with the hunger, love?
Fancy it.
Where were you shoveling today?
Oh, that field down the back of the hill.
Thirsty work, was it?
How do you mean?
I can smell the drink from here, Sean.
Don't begrudge him a pint, Mary, he working hard. And the turnips do like him now, Sean. I taught her how to cook them for you.
They're all right, I suppose. But do we have to have them every day? I couldn't sleep last night with the hiccups.
Oh, that's it. Blame everything but the drink.
Sure, I heard you, Sean. Didn't I think it was one of the calves below in the barn?
It's one from the one to turnips anyway, I can tell you that much.
Is there anything in the pot for me, Mary?
In a minute, Mother. I've only one pair of hands.
Isn't it a fright to be old, Sean, relying on everyone?
Mr. Butler was asking for you today.
Was she? Martin's mother. Well, the crater.
She was asking me when we were going to fix the big day.
Oh, sure, we've time enough yet.
I told her when the price was right, we'd fix the day. Isn't that right, Mary? No, Dory, no, Mary.
And where did you see her?
She was in town doing her shopping.
And what business did you have in town, or need I ask?
Didn't I tell you I had to go to the mart?
It's the first I heard of it. So, what were you selling apart from me?
You heard that bullet? He was way too bloody pots, only half squeezed. I wouldn't mind when he was up in every cow in the country. And to be God, I swear to God, he wouldn't do him any good.
But Sean, he was only a yearling.
That's all he was.
Sure, we never sold any whalers before, Sean. Your father always kept them for another year.
Well, I'm not my father. Anyway, the way things are, I'm lucky to sell it all. Bloody marts, full of nothing but tagglers. As it was, I nearly gave them away.
So you didn't get much then?
Hardly worth my while. Wasted my time after cows.
Father made a go of it.
Found it easy for him and plenty child labour run around after him.
So there'll be no contribution to the housekeeping again this month?
You'll get your money if you just wait for the cheque to come in.
And Mary, ain't he doing his best? What with them sprouts beyond in Brussels, putting a cap on everything. And now they're trying to shut the gatter on the Americans Ones that never did us any harm, only all the parcels they sent us.
It's gat, Mother, not gatter.
Sure, I know what it is. And I listen to it every day on the radio. What time is it now, Mary? Have I gone and missed me news?
It's gone 6.
Make a cup of tea there for Sean. He must be worn out, clapping hands with them tanglers and them cattle jobbers.
Oh God, I know. Jesus, I'm out of here.
Hello, Tracy.
Hello, Katie, and how are you today?
You're a wisher I'm only middling. Can't hardly eat white.
Well, will you listen to her? And she after demolishing a big plate of mashed potatoes.
Oh, 'tis me stomach. That'd be the rumbling down there below me belly. And the vomiting. I'd be vomiting all day long. Nothing but carrots. And I wouldn't mind, but I hardly ate a carrot. And then I do have the wind. Up and down I do have it. And the pain of it. Oh,
You poor thing.
also fright to be relying on everyone.
Relying on Mary, you mean? She's the only one that looks after you.
And poor Sean, the poor lad, always thinking of his mother, goes up every night to that village, hail, rain or snow, for that bottle of Guinness.
Well then, aren't you lucky? Good man, Sean. You didn't come out last night, Mary.
Oh, guess who took a turn for the worse when she saw me washing my hair?
Oh, you missed it. We had a great night in Daly's.
Oh, did you? What did Jack think of Daly's?
He loved it. He didn't leave the dance floor all night long. He wasn't fit to wag when we got home.
Into the bit early now for him to stop wagging, and he only married a month.
Now, Katie, we'll have none of that talk.
I sure I'm only pulling your leg, Carol.
Martin was there.
Was he now?
He was wondering where you were.
Oh, Tracy, why didn't you tell him I'd run off with a decrepit old farmer from Clare? God, I must be hard up if Martin Puddler is my last hope.
Sure, there's nothing wrong with the poor lad. He's just a little bit slow.
He's not slow, Mother, he's stationary. Imagine, after 10 years of courting and he still hasn't made a move.
Oh, he's a waste of time, Mary. Time to give him the big E and set your stall in somebody new.
Sure, 'tis a bit late for her to start rummaging now.
I don't know about that now, Katie. Look at me. A year ago I was heading for the shelf myself, and now I have a brand new, sumptuous, red-blooded man.
Marry in haste and repent at leisure, that's what I always say.
Better that than the other way round.
You see my car keys?
They're in your jacket pocket.
How's Jack today?
Oh, he's jiggered, not fit to wag.
I told him that Lucas said would go to his head.
Isn't it a good thing he doesn't listen to you then?
Oh, give him time, girl, give him time.
Your tea is ready.
I don't have time now.
Where are you going?
Out. Talk to them.
All right. The poor lad. He's run off his feet.
The thirst is on him, you mean?
Seemingly he doesn't like the man you're after taking up with.
Well, it's a pity about him.
I'd say it's just because he's not one of the boys.
If he was, I wouldn't have married him.
True. What's the matter, Mother?
I want to go.
Wait a minute, I'll give you a hand.
Can I help?
No, Tracy, I'm well used to this.
Oh, me legs are buggered. I'm able to stand up or lie down with them.
Tracy, don't go. I'll be back in a minute.
Take me easy, no, take me easy.
Tracy, what's keeping you?
Give me a chance, will you? She's just taking her mother to the toilet.
Oh.
Come in. She won't bite you. Oh, my lummox. Come in. Did you miss me, my hero?
But you've only been gone 5 minutes.
5 minutes, so you've been counting then, have you, Betty? You couldn't wait to put your big, strong arms around me and have your wicked way with me.
Oh, take it easy now, Tracy. You're not in your own house now, you know that.
Oh, come on, Jack. Don't be a spoiled sport. Let's do it here.
Here, no, Tracy. You can't do it here.
Come on, under the table. Nobody see us.
Control yourself now, Tracy. Control yourself.
Control myself. I'll control myself tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be good, I promise.
Oh, will you stop, Tracy? You're mad. You're brave. She's my shoe.
Oh,
Where's my shoe?
that's the start now for the other one.
But, Jesus, Tracy, you're stark raving bonkers,
Oh,
you are.
let's get stark naked.
Oh, will you stop? Mary's above the room. She's going to hear us.
Well, tell me you're sorry then.
Sorry for what?
You know very well for what. Last night,
What about last night?
you fell asleep.
What?
We hadn't started. We hadn't finished. We hadn't started none of it.
Tracy, I can't do it every night, can I?
Well, see what happens when you don't. I get frustrated, you know. Makes me want to jump your bones every time I see you.
Stop, Tracy, will you? You stop. You know what? You're beyond the beyonds altogether, you are. Jesus, Mary.
yeah.
Mary, it's not what it looks like now, John.
Oh, Mary, these
my mother. The shock might have killed her.
Well, now that's what I told him, but you think he'd listen?
I'm finished.
Now, are you happy? God knows what Mary thinks about you now.
She thinks you're Jack the Ripper. She knows no one he's fooling about. Have I upset you, my sweet and lovely?
Tracy, I wish you wouldn't do things like that.
Like what?
Embarrass me in front of my friends. You must remember my position now. I am a teacher, Tracy.
Well, I won't do it again. Never, ever, ever again.
Tracy, you're starting again.
Well, then I won't kiss you anymore. Oh, your leg is a sore. Let me kiss it better.
What if one of my pupils were outside the window looking in at us and saw that caper?
You teach biology, don't you? You could say you were giving me a lesson.
She's
Gone off to bed.
Oh, at least you might have a moment's peace now. Are you around tomorrow, Mary?
Oh, Tracy, don't you know? Well, I'm always stuck in this place.
Well, we're having a bit of furniture delivered and we want you to let them in.
No.
Come on, Jack, tell her what we're having delivered.
Oh, a table, Mary.
Lovely.
And what else?
A chair.
And a 4-poster bed. Loverboy here has made smithereens of the old one.
You're making him blush, Tracy.
Come on, Loverboy, let's get you out here before your hormones get the better of you. The spare keys up there, Mary. You might leave them in when they come.
No problem.
Oh, Jack! Tell him put the bed in the attic. It's about the only place they haven't done it. Oh, Mary, look at him, hiding in the hedge for me. Isn't he lovely?
Lovely.
Mary, don't forget me hot cocoa.
I won't, Mother.
Are they all gone?
Yes, Mother.
What time is it?
7 o'clock, Mother.
Oh, it's a long night till morning. What can I do but lie here and wait? Wait for the good Lord to call me.
I hope you're listening, God. She's waiting for your call.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God! You frightened the life out of me. Did you ever hear of knocking?
I've just had a fright myself. That Tracy and Jack down the road, she's a wild one.
It's just high spirits.
She was on top of him within the hedge. She was screaming like a seagull. I asked them, were they all right, and she told me to feck off.
That's Tracy for you. She's found the man of her dreams. He's kindled the fire and set her ablaze.
Well, he better find some way to quench her soon, or he'll lose his job. She's out of control.
It's called young love, Martin. Something I doubt you know very much about. I doubt we'll ever live for the moment.
What moment are you on about, Mary?
The here and now. The impromptu. The unexpected. Sweeping a woman up into your arms and laying her down on a bed of rushes and kissing her all over. Smelling the earth from her body as you caress her hills and hollows.
Jesus Christ, Mary, what's got into you? It's that Tracy one. You're hanging around with her too much. She's the devil incarnate.
Was this something you wanted?
You weren't out last night. I was waiting for you.
Were you?
I was in Daly's.
Really?
Same old crack, you know.
I know.
Sean was there, drinking.
That's what you're supposed to do in pubs, Martin. God almighty.
It's that one. Tracy again. Putting all those bad ideas into your head.
No, it isn't. Well, yes it is. Look, Martin, what are we going to do with our lives? We just can't carry on like this.
We have cocoa, Mary.
All right, Mother.
Sure, what can we do? My mother won't move and neither will yours.
But if we were brave enough to just up sticks.
No good, Mary. My mother'd be on her own and so would yours. I wouldn't be able to live with the guilt. How can I move in here?
We have cocoa, Mary.
How can I put up with her?
But look, Martin, there's nothing to stop us building a place of our own. That field of ours on top of the hill, it's a lovely sight, and we'd be close to both our mothers.
From what I know, Sean has other ideas for that field. He'd sell it to anyone that listens to him.
But if you stood up to him, tell him that we want to get married and we'd like to build up there.
He'd only laugh at me. It's him that wants one of my fields as a dowry rather than the other way around.
Oh, it's hopeless.
Oh, look on.
Is it you that's in, Martin? I thought it was the radio. Isn't it a fright to God when a woman has to get up out of her deathbed to make herself a cup of cocoa?
I'm doing it now, Mother.
Is it late you're out, Martin? How's the mother keeping?
Arthritis. A day good and a day bad.
Oh, the rotten thing. Sure, I do have it myself. Up there, look. Low there and up there, the calf and me tired. Oh, I don't be able to struggle with it. She shouldn't be alone when she's like that, Martin.
Well, she can't be that bad. Didn't you hear Sean say he saw her in town today?
Was it the doctor she was at, Martin?
She was drawing her pension.
Aren't you lucky to have her? Is that the only bit of money coming into your house now?
Now, here, your cocoa's ready. Be getting off to bed with you.
I better be off myself. I suppose I'll hardly see you tonight.
Haven't you seen enough of her already? Go on home to your mother now. Go on. She might have fallen in the fire.
Maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Spider's web. How did you get there? Poor little fly trapped. Well, at least he's learning to knock. Well, oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Martin. Please, come in. Can I help you?
Is Mr. Logan in?
Sean, is it?
That's the right house, so.
Yes, but I'm afraid he's out at the moment. Can I help?
Pity. You don't know where I could find him, I suppose.
Well, he might be in Doherty's. They usually have a game of cards there on a Tuesday night.
Cards, eh? I'm quite partial to the odd game of bridge myself now, off the truth, you know.
Oh, the game they play is much more complicated than that. It's called 25.
Can't say I've played that one.
Oh, it can take a night to learn, but a lifetime to perfect.
Sounds a bit like bridge then.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Matthew Stevenson. And you'd be Mrs. Logan, I take it.
Oh, no, I'm Mary, Sean's sister.
Sean's sister, eh?
Yeah.
I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance.
You too. Would you like to take a seat?
Don't
Forgive
mind.
the state of the place. I've just put my invalid mother down.
You put her down. Sure.
Many a true word spoken in jest. Would you like a cup of tea?
Not just now, thanks. I was hoping to catch Sean because I'm away again in the morning.
Oh, that's a pity.
Ah, well, all good things must come to an end, I suppose. You know, I've just spent the best 2 weeks of my life travelling along the west coast here. See, when I came to this particular area, I was completely blown away. Man, the scenery, it's like gorgeous. And the people are pretty lovely too, you know.
They're all right, I suppose.
Anyway, that's why I want to build a house here. Nothing fancy, just a little holiday home where I can come and go as I please. But then getting the site was the problem.
I can well believe that. Finding a suitable site is not easy.
I know, that's why when I met you the other day, I was absolutely delighted. It's the perfect spot for me.
Oh, I doubt that very much. We hardly have enough land as it is. Even today, he had to sell an animal at the mart because we didn't have enough grass.
The bullock.
Oh, I've caught him much worse things than that myself.
I don't mean your brother. I mean, he sold a bullock. That's where I met him, down at the mart.
Yeah, sold. Sold and drank. Just like everything else. When my father was alive, we had one of the finest farms in the country. People would come for miles just to look at our meadows of green grass, waving in the wind like giant tapestries. Fields of oats, so big it would take 6 scarecrows to watch over them. And potatoes so floury, it would take a jug of milk to wash them down. The milk so creamy, it would leave a moustache on your lips that a night's sleep wouldn't shift.
Sounds lovely. You have a gorgeous way with words, you know. So descriptive. So what's it like now then?
Now? Now there's nothing. Just the inevitable. I will care for Mother until she reluctantly goes to her grave. Sean will just keep on drinking until he staggers into his. And I will gladly jump into mine just to get away from the debts and taxes. Oh, I'm sorry, look, here I am pouring my heart out to you, a complete stranger.
Ah, that's okay. Maybe you're talking to a fellow traveller there, you know. I've walked that path of doom and gloom myself. Only in my case it was my wife.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
No need to be. We parted company a long time ago. But who it was cats. Stray cats. Would you believe that? They were everywhere. Like, at first I didn't mind. I was always away training. Like, they kept our company, you know. But they multiplied. They became an absolute obsession. The final straw came when I found 6 of them, frozen solid in my freezer. I told them, right, it's either me or the cats. Because the cats won, here I am. But I'll tell you, it was a bit embarrassing now having to cite cats in the divorce proceedings. You know?
Oh, how sad.
For you, me or the cats?
For you, of course.
I'm glad to hear that.
But your wife, she clearly wasn't a well woman.
You know, sometimes I blame myself for that. Not being there for her, always away, digging for dollars. You know how it is. Anyway, That's not going to happen again.
Oh, so you'd never get married again?
Yeah, once bitten, twice shy, I suppose. But if I do, I'd take much better care of her next time. Anyways, I best be going. After what you've said, I don't know if I should see your brother or not.
Oh, please. If he were to find out that I tried to stop you, my life would not be worth living. Anyway, if you don't buy it, he'll just sell it to someone else.
Since you put it like that, it's been absolutely lovely meeting you.
You too,
I'm actually sorry I'm going back tomorrow now. Some other time, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I'll see you out.
Bye, Mary.
Bye, Matthew.
Who was that visiting this time of night, Mary?
It was the radio, Mother.
Well, turn it off and go to bed. If it's not the radio, it's something else. Oh, I wish God would come and take me if he sleep. Then I wouldn't have to wake up in the morning.
I don't think God is listening to either of us. Honestly, them furniture people. They don't know whether they're coming or going.
Extra.
They couldn't get the bed in the door. God, that Tracy's daft. Imagine getting a bed that size. Well, she'll be worn out from chasing him around it. They'll have to do it in the garage tonight.
Do what?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Is Sean not up yet?
He's out there washing himself.
But it's not Sunday, is it?
No, but he said he's going into town anyway.
Again? But wasn't he there yesterday?
We'll make him a bit of breakfast there, Mary. You know he don't like going into them old restaurants.
Doesn't like the beverages they sell more like. Anyway, it's nearly dinner time now.
Is that the time it is? Is the postman gone? We'll open them curtains. You know what I see Mrs. Mooney putting out her sheets?
Ah, she's hardly. It's raining.
Shouldn't that how she washes them with the rain? She's as lazy as sin, that one.
Don't bother with any grove, I'm in hurry.
What's that?
What's what?
This envelope here on the table.
Well, I thought you said you were a bit short.
Auntie, always thinking of his mother, the poor lad.
Sean, where did you get all this from?
The bullock.
But I thought you said you got paid by cheque.
I changed it.
But I thought you said you wouldn't get paid for at least a week.
What's this? Do you want it or don't you?
She'll take it, love. If it's only to buy a bit of shopping. Are you sure you're not leaving yourself shut now, Sean?
No, I'm grandma. Girl, you'd want to wake your ideas up. It's me that keeps this house going and not you. Only for mother over there, you'd be up in your ear long ago. At least she's got her pension coming in, and she pays away. Well, what do you bring? Not with your questions, your snide remarks. I'm going now. I'll talk to you later, mother.
All right, Sean. Mary, what do you want up with setting him for? You know what he's like.
Do you want something to eat?
Is there any vegetable soup there?
I'll have a look.
No, do you know what? Make me a bit of toast. Not that brown bread now, mind. I'm runny enough now as it is.
I just don't know where half the food goes in this house. I'm going to have to go down to the village.
Well, if we're going to Daly's, will you get me a packet of those biscuits? Do you know the digestive ones? They're great for soaking up the hot cocoa. Mary, I didn't sleep a wink last night with the squelching going on in my stomach. Oh, you swear there was someone inside walking around in a pair of Wellingtons?
Look, I'll be back soon. I won't be long.
Oh, take your time, Gareth. Now I can raid the place. Where I start. Not even the heel of a loaf. No wonder the mice have thrown themselves on the traps. Now, wait a minute, I hear see something. Aha. Pickled onions. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Lord, but wouldn't it bring tears to your eyes? That a bite it. there's peace in this house. Hold on till I'm decent. Mary knew I was at them. I throw him into the fire.
Jeez.
Hold on. Come in.
Hello? Oh,
God, you frightened the life out of me.
I'm sorry. I was looking for Mary. You must be Mrs. Logan, is it?
That I am. But I won't be for much longer if everyone keeps knocking on the door like that. I thought you were God's messenger.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Logan. I didn't mean to frighten you. I was just hoping Mary might be in.
No, she's gone to the shops. For some soup and some biscuit, you see, for me dinner.
Soup and biscuits, eh?
Digestives. They're great for soaking up. You ever tried dunking them?
In soup.
Not soup. God, but you have a queer appetite. Cocoa, hot cocoa.
You're going to have hot cocoa with your soup. I would have something I don't feel too well then.
Did you eat some carrots?
I haven't eaten anything yet.
Well, you can have some of mine now when Mary gets back.
I'll give that a miss if you don't mind.
Well, you can stay standing or sit down, play as yourself.
Thanks very much.
She won't be long.
Oh, that's okay.
She's unspeaking. The stove is hot. God, you have a bad colour. When you don't eat, you have a bad colour.
Oh, it's a great colour. I've been sitting out in the sun for 2 weeks.
Oh, I thought it was the tide keeping your blood up in your face.
It's the sun, I burn easily.
I know. Blood pressure. I do get it a lot myself after salty bacon.
I'm Matt, by the way.
Matt. God, isn't that a funny name for a man? Are you not afraid people will walk down top of you?
They try all right. But, that's why I like talking to your daughter so much. We've a lot in common, you know.
And how do you know so much about her?
I was here talking to her last night.
Are you?
Yeah.
Were you the lad on the radio?
Oh, it's you.
Hello, Mary.
I thought you were going back today.
I'll cancel it. I'll put it back till tomorrow.
Oh, I'm
This is for
so
you.
pleased. Thank you.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think I was going to see you again.
Well, I couldn't sleep last night, Mary. Thinking about you all night.
About me, never.
I couldn't sleep myself either last night. Thinking about my bunion. Whether I should get it done now or not. Do you know, would it be worth me while, like, before I die?
So you were thinking about me all night?
All night long, Mary. And this morning I couldn't even eat. I knew I couldn't go back without seeing you.
Oh, you're only saying that.
Oh, it's the truth, Mary. Believe me.
What was that?
Sounded like breaking
Oh my
glass.
God, the furniture!
Oh, me blood is as thin as a poisoned rat. I'm always cold.
What's that sizzling noise?
With turf. Sure, how could it be any other way?
Hasn't rained recently.
I know enough rain, but the dog cocking his leg at it.
I thought the furniture was gone.
Did you see anything?
Not a thing. I was sure someone had broken in.
It certainly broke the spell between us two.
Oh, no, it hasn't. Please, just go on saying. You were saying that you couldn't sleep.
It's not easy, Mary.
Oh, please.
I never thought anything like this would ever happen to me again.
Like what? Please tell me.
Falling for you, look.
Oh, Matthew, what can I say? You've got me all confused.
I'm the one that's confused.
Mother! I'm sorry, Matthew.
Maybe I could reach you.
Oh, please, I'd really like that. Mother! Do you want to go?
Mary, the wind has changed direction.
It's no onions. She's been eating too many onions.
She hasn't eaten an onion in weeks.
No, I haven't eaten any carrots either. I'm still vomiting them.
Oh, come on, get up out of it. I'll take you to the toilet.
Oh, I'm afraid I'll explode.
Can I help?
No, I'm well used to this.
Mary, have a look. See, did I do any damage? Have I done anything? I destroyed my tail.
Oh, it's not too bad, it's not too bad. No, you can't sit down at that stage. I have to take you out. Wouldn't she just break your heart? That's the first time she's been incontinent.
I nearly went to Australia once. But the flying put me on.
Well, no combustion, she could go there on her own still. Isn't Mary? I'll have to go. Well, right to you.
Matthew, I haven't even made you a cup of tea, and who knows when I'll see you again.
I'll be back. I bought that site, you know. We're signing contracts today.
Oh, that's
We'll be
great.
seeing a lot more of each other.
Oh,
Bye, Mrs. Logan. Bye, Mary.
goodbye, Matthew. Please, write soon. Come on, you. Only for I thought it impossible. I swear you did this on purpose.
Oh, take me.
Look at that! Who's the lime dunk? Didn't spill it, Rob.
Sean, where's the light switch? Did you turn on the lights? Yeah, Sean, won't you let the dog see the hair light?
That's around here. Hold on a minute. Right, here we are. What's it, lad? Bring him in, will you? Jesus, we're going to skate this fella. Bring him in. Right, come in up there.
Here, Sean, I thought you said you lived in a big house in the country.
Where's the big house in this part of the country?
But Sean, I thought you said you had chandeliers and servants and everything.
Well, the servant's light off and the bulb is gone in the chandelier. Anyway, let's get down to business.
Oh, let's.
Well, what are you having to drink? It's not like you have to pay for it.
I'd have a sip of vodka.
Go on, get some glasses out of the press there.
Oh, Sandra, will you look at the three musketeers? No fear of anyone breaking up that partnership. Which one of them do you fancy?
Which one of these do I fancy? She's kind of slim pickings, isn't it? Let me see now. This fella looks like he might have a lovely bed. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch you need just by the toe. Make you spring just let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, I got the big fella. I'm all excited.
We're getting a smart and bit excited to hear ourselves now.
So Joe, you can have your way with them later. Leave it on. No, right, girls, they can have their way with you later.
They can.
That's right, Sean. After a few drinks, have a way with them. Oh!
After a few more drinks now, we'll separate the men from the boys.
But Joe, these are girls. Do you know the difference?
Yeah, they're girls.
Of course I do. I didn't come down the girl the woodbine box enough. After all these drinks now, and I'll soon stir her tea for her. Go on.
You hear him? He'll stir my tea. Give him a spoon, quick.
Get that down, you put here in your chest.
Here's our chest. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Go on, bottoms up.
Go on, lads, pull out your instruments there and we'll give these crowd a whirl around the floor.
Yeah. A little whirl, make us dizzy.
You're not dizzy enough already, isn't there? Totally dizzy to the blondes, there. You know what I'm you wouldn't know of the battle of yourself, dizzy to the blondes. Yeah?
Are we going to find out if I'm a
You
blonde or a brunette?
would be surprised when I do it.
Sean, I hear you sold that bullock.
The big fella speaks.
I did. Yeah, look, this farming game is finished. Only for my mother above there in the room I've gone off a bit long ago.
Oh, did you hear that? His mother. Oh, are you little mommy's boy, are you? Little Shawnee mommy's boy.
You'd be mothers yourselves one day.
How do you know we're not already?
Yeah, here we are. And lads, come on, you're all right taking out the instruments.
Hey, I give you a show here.
Hi. Put away your flute.
What are we in there? Oh, that's well, gee, yeah. Well, you know, what the driver's license for these chairs.
Come on, Danny, we'll pull up. Put on me the Constantino's flat.
asleep, Sean. You're going to wake her.
Jesus, Mary, you're always moaning. Will you get off my business, go up to bed?
God, you're so lucky I gave her 2 sleeping tablets tonight.
No wonder your man hasn't the courage to marry you.
She's an awful bad laugh.
Hiya, come with me. I sing out something for me.
Come in yourself.
I've met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt that today what they say. But sure, a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the days he loves are far away, and special things are dreamed unto the next time. They take him home and across the sea, especially when it happens he's an exile from that lovely isle of Ginnelly. And when the moon is heat the frost the rooftops of that great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely hear its music or its laughter. I'm still with you, my isle of I wander o'er great hills, dreamy valleys, and find the things no other land could own. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, and watch the wind, birds are laughing as they flow. But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten, and soon I'm back in stern reality. And though they pay the footways here with gold, I'm still with you, my isle of Why you know we'll call Diddy John? Was thinking nothing there, but one thing I think is something.
Go on, Diddy boy! Go on, Diddy! Give me a key there, give me a key. Up and down mountain Katy Day, and come down mountain Katy Day. Oh, don't you hear me calling Katy Day? Sure, I want to bring somebody along. Now Katy's on my people in the
Come on, Denny. Well, I'll walk you from there.
Come on, girls. You surely have an old song for us.
I Christ to have a speciality. Get up. Come on, girls. Go here and show off your speciality.
Away, mate.
I've seen it before, why Christ, which is a good one.
You might see it again. Well, you know that Patricia was a stripper. And with the swish of her hips, she started to strip. True, tremendous applause. She took down her drawers, and with the lick of her lips, she undid her clips. She took all of the air, and everyone flew. And after that, the police were going. Fast with the blood. The policemen were yelling out for more. Well, one Saturday night in 1924.
John, if you're going to do something, you'll have to get the house blessed after this.
That costs a drink. I definitely give it up in the morning.
Has anybody got a bucket of cold water to shower up?
Where's the cold shower?
Did you say shower?
Yep, baby.
Would you give them a second round of it?
Go on, my hero.
And with the swish of her hips, she started to strip. Tremendous applause. She took down her floor, and with the lick of her lips, she undid her
This is
lips.
absolutely ridiculous, Sean. Mother is awake.
Oh, thank God you're here, Mary. I tried to stop them. I done my best.
Is that so, Martin?
I swear to God, not one eye did I lay on. The trollops and me with a poor heart. They hadn't the best of the two.
Sean, Mother is awake. Get rid of these people. Get out. Out.
Big one. Come on, Letty. Come on, lads. Come on. There's more drink to be got here. Okay, there's more drink to be got here. Out. Hold on.
See you later.
Oh yeah, lads, you serious?
Right, thanks.
Out.
Thanks.
Good night, man.
Get out. See you later. See you later.
Hi, you two! Where do you think you're going? How are we supposed to get home? Sandra, they've gone and left us.
Don't worry. I know how I'm going home. Isn't that right, big boy?
In my eyes, minor. You see, how did I take my mother's mess? And no bloody way.
Just take them home, Martin. Just do as I say. Take them home. Out.
Come on, so you pair of trollops. And you're sitting in the back, and there'll be no hanky-panky.
Sandra, did you hear that? There's to be no hanky-panky, and we were so looking forward to the ride.
And I'd say it'd be a great ride. Out. Thanks, Sean. Oh, good news.
You had to go and spoil things, didn't you?
It wasn't me, Sean. Mother is away.
Will you go away from me? Because you my head done in. Now the hand's turn can I do, but you're stuck in the middle of it. Every time I bring home a pair of Jason girls, you chase them off. And every few pounds I have is wasted on you. The sooner I get shot at the two of you, the better. Put away that drink and do for another night.
You didn't... Did you get Mother a bottle of Guinness?
Here I forgot. I can't be thinking of everything.
But
God, I'm plagued by hangers-on.
Especially when you had a few bob in your pocket, Sean.
Here I met that crowd outside the solicitors. And they're sitting and going for one, as if... And then they followed me back here.
Sean, what were you doing at the solicitors? That temper of yours didn't get you...
Only making inquiries, none of your business.
That's it, I'm going to bed. There's a bottle of Guinness there for Mother if you want it.
Ah, the reserve. Fair play to us, sis. I seem to forget it most nights, but you always cover up for me.
Sean, I really wish you wouldn't drink. You were so much nicer when you didn't drink.
Nothing for you. Oh, for God's sake, you know. That's what you ate, but I was using to drink. There. Not even the heel of a loaf. Let me see what you have to say for yourself.
Good morning, listener.
Good morning to
Welcome
you.
to our program brought to you by NCF, the makers of Connacht Gold, the low-fat spreadable butter.
I'd spread it if I had
But
some
first, what kind of a morning are you having this morning?
A hungry one.
Good. Then you're all set for our regular aerobics session.
Aerobics.
So, everybody on the floor now for our loosening up
Oh, I'm
exercises.
losing up now as it is.
Remember, folks, this is for everybody, young and old alike. So, are we ready? Start the music there, Pauline. And away we go. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Hold it, everything. Stop the music there, Pauline. Look, what was that all about?
I don't know.
You've forgotten, haven't you? Well, haven't you?
Completely
After
forgotten.
all I've been teaching you for the last number of weeks, you've completely forgotten.
I don't even know what day it is.
Never mind it. We'll have to start from scratch again, I suppose. So, for all those listeners that missed out the first time, shame on you.
Shame on us.
Ah, look, listeners, I'm only joking. I'm really only joking. So, without further ado, let's begin at the beginning.
At the beginning.
So, legs together, arms down by your side. Now stretch your arms out and hold. Now over your head and clap. Now straight out again. Hold and down by your side and rest. Not too hard now, was it?
You should be at the end of it.
Music, maestro, please, and away we go. A 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and don't forget to tap, and a 4. Very good. And there, 3, and a 4. Now your legs. Are you ready to spread your legs? And away you go. And the 1, and the 2, and the 3. Spread them out wide. That's good. And the 4, and the in and out. And don't forget your arms. Come on now, clap. Now put some effort into it. Come on now. And 4 and rest. Now that we're in the swing of things, let's move on.
What are you at? Is it a young one you think you are? You come over here, sit down before I fall down.
I was trying to loosen myself up a bit. Oh, God. He killed me. Oh, it was a good job who came in. Right. Oh, God.
No breakfast. Where's sis?
Ah, she's gone to town.
Gone to town? What business is she in town?
I sent her to get her hair. To get her hair done.
Her hair done? Sure wasn't it all right the way it was?
I sent her.
But I thought you'd be the one to stop her.
Times have changed, Sean. She has a man.
I know, she has a man, but he'll do her no harm.
Oh, I'm not talking about Martin at all. Everyone knows there's more life in a dead sheep than there is in Martin.
Who is it? Who'll be daft enough to take her on when they'll be looking after you as well?
Oh, they won't be looking after me at all, but they're taking care of you.
So, come on, out with us. Tell me who they are and I'll deal with them.
You've already had dealings with them. You sold him a piece of land without as much as a buyer leave from me or your sister.
Sure, what good was it?
Oh, worthless you said it was. And he paid you a king's ransom for it. He must be soft in the head, you said, to pay that kind of money for a piece of bog. But at the back of it all, he had another piece in mind.
I kill him! I kill both of them! By the time I'm finished with him, the only thing that'll go above that side is our 2 headstones.
That's it, Sean. Lose the temper. Let the red mist come down and blind you with want of vengeance. But I don't think fisticuffs is going to work with that fella. Oh no. You have to be a little bit more cunning than that. But that's not one of your strong points now, Sean, is it? No, because when it comes to cunning, your head is as empty as that cupboard over there. You inherited everything else from me, but not that. You're never clever like your mother. Selfish and greedy, yes, but never clever. And I taught your father not to let you the land. I didn't want him to give it you, because I knew you'd squander it.
What's this got to do with Mary?
Oh, it has everything to do with Mary. Because of my cunning, Mary stayed here. The day your father died, I got sick. And I'm sick ever since. But it's not real sick. It's pretend sick. And it takes a very clever woman to pretend sick. You have to work hard at it. You have to remember what part of the body is ailing the most and move it around from week to week. That way your doctor won't catch up in your ailment.
Why go to all the trouble?
Or to keep Mary here. Not to mind me as she thinks, but to protect me. Protect me from you, Sean. I've always been afraid of you. Always feared you. That temper of yours, I had to keep her here. And may God forgive me for all the men I chased from that door. Oh God, but that was the selfish part coming true. But you'd understand that too, Sean, because you wanted her here too. To cook and wash for you. To cover up for you when you came in roaring drunk. She was a great excuse for all your failures, for holding you back and keeping you down. But now, there's another man in the picture. Matthew, the doormat. Coming to sweep her off her feet.
So what are we going to do about him?
Oh, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Lucky enough, I know what he has in mind. You see, I've been intercepting his letters for the last month, hoping he'd give up the ghost when Mary wasn't answering them. Sure, how could she answer when she wasn't receiving them? But he must have smelt a rat, because he's on his way.
Here?
Sure, where else? According to his last letter. He'll be here any day soon. God, he writes a beautiful letter. Look at that. Oh, no wonder it turned her head. Sure, I nearly felt for him myself.
Come on, man.
He's well off. Played in a big band when he was young. A bogle player he was. Semi-retired now. Living in a semi-detached house with a fully detached wife. I think she left him for stray cats. Yeah, that must be another name of a band, but I've never heard of them.
Right, you told me about him, but what about us now?
Well, what I want you to do now is go into that young scatty one next door and tell her to come in here to me that I have a pain in the small in my back. Oh, God. Do you know I haven't had that pain now since I was carrying you? And go down there to Martin and tell him to doll himself up.
Martin? Doll himself up? Doll himself up for what?
To come up here and propose. To go down on his 2 knees and ask Mary for her hand in marriage. And you can be telling him that if he gets his tongue tied, no, actually, when she accepts his offer, there'll be nothing that Matthew, Mark, Luke or John can do about it. And if he gets his tongue tied like he always does, you can be telling him to put a knot on more than his tongue. Now off with you and let your mother back to her aches and pains.
Well, why bring that one in from next door? She'll be only sticking her nose in where it isn't wanted.
Oh, she'll be encouraging Mary to take the Amadan's offer into her bed full of roses at the minute. How long will it last is another story. Go on off with you, this day is not for wasting. Well, what a mother will do to keep her house together.
Hello? Anyone home? Mary? Mrs. Logan?
Oh, is that you that's in, Matt? Matt, come over here. Help me over to the chair. It took me half an hour to struggle from here to the bed. Oh, thank you. I'm useless on my own.
Where's Mary?
Ah, she cleared up. She went off and left me. Went off with that young whippersnapper Martin Pudler. And that they may never come back.
And where did they go?
New Zealand. And they might as well be gone to the other side of the moon.
New Zealand? Why so far?
Well, they were afraid of Sean. They were afraid in case he'd followed them. You see, whoever was supposed to take Mary was supposed to take me, and the skits reneged in their promise.
When did all this happen?
About a month ago, and I only heard from her the other day. She said she's very happy. She's glad she took the plunge. Not a care in the world for me or Sean, the strap.
A month ago, you said. That's about the same time she stopped answering my mail.
What was that?
My letters. She stopped answering them.
Oh, no letters came here. She must have told that snot above in the post office to hold on to them. And I suppose knowing her, she kept them.
Looks like I've made a wasted journey. Once again, I've been made a fool of.
You, me, and Sean, and all her admirers. God, Fintan Grady had a soft spot for her. Not to mention Tom Maguire, and Martin Rua, and even his uncle, Sean Fodder. She fed him all alive. As soon as Martin Pudler came on the scene, it was all over. They tell me he's the most passionate man this side of the Shannon. Women throwing themselves at him, smother themselves at their feet, he does. But, look, Mary had no chance. He swept her up into his arms, laid her down in a bed of rushes. He kissed her all over every hill and hollow. No place was safe. How could a woman fight against that? But I should have seen it coming. I should have known he'd take her from me.
Don't blame yourself, Mrs. Logan. You know, maybe I was a bit slow off the mark. Mary was certainly ripe for the plucking. I'll tell you, looks like I'm a fool where women are concerned. I suppose I better be off. You don't have to keep me here anymore.
What about the site?
I've no use for it now. Sure, its main attraction is gone. You can ask Sean to sell it on for me if he doesn't mind. Bye, Mrs. Logan.
Bye, Matt. Oh, you were rightly named. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You might be a big shot in Dublin, but when you come to my patch of the ground, I'm the cannonball. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Oh, is that you, Tracy? Oh, come quick. Oh, I went to yawn and my hands got locked. One at a time, girl. One at a time. Oh, Tracy. Oh, thanks be to God. Do you know what? I'm glad you came in, Tracy, because I thought I'd die in that position, and that had to break my arms to put me into the coffin.
Oh, Kate, you poor thing, you shouldn't be on your own.
Oh, I know.
Sit down. Who was that well-dressed man that just left?
Oh, one of them insurance fellas, and he gave one look at me and he ran.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, I've a cramp there in my leg. You could rub it, love.
Sean said you wanted to see me for something.
That's all right now to sort it.
He said something about Mary leaving. I'd hate to see her go now, but...
Oh, especially now when you're going having a baby.
Well, yes, but...
Never mind. You want someone to mind the little mite while you're going back to work?
I do, but...
But your mind it is, Mary is going nowhere. Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, it's just Sean was saying, and then lately she seemed... You know, she didn't seem her usual self.
Lately?
Up to a month ago, she was full of the joys of life. I thought Martin was after popping the question. And then lately, she seemed so down in the dumps.
Oh, hello, Tracy.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Good. Has Mother got cramp again?
I was just giving her a leg a rub. Your hair is
Oh,
lovely.
do you like it?
You'd want to take care of Mrs. Logan or somebody try and run away with your daughter.
Oh, Tracy, I heard the good news.
Oh, sure, I knew he'd do damage eventually.
It was the new bed that did the trick, wasn't it?
The top of the wardrobe, actually.
You're terrible.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Logan. Hello, Tracy. Mary, I didn't know you with the haircut. The perm. It's lovely. Barbara made a lovely job with it. Can I have a word with you? What's your name? I was wondering if we could go out tonight, just you and me. Or, I mean, you and I. And we'd go for a feed.
To a restaurant?
No, a takeaway. I'm not trying to a restaurant with my mother.
You're not taking her mother, remember what I told you?
No, I'm not taking her, but she'll be at home on her own too long.
Will you forget about your mother?
Okay, Mary, maybe we could go to the pictures. Batman is on the flea pit. And I drive you home, just the two of us.
In the moonlight?
In my car, Mary. And we'll stop at the crossroads.
For a cuddle?
No, to see if there's any cars coming.
Get on with it, Mark, will you?
I'd take you to the door, and I'd kiss you.
On the doorstep?
On your cheeks, Mary.
Mary, it's a good job he didn't take you around the back. Or he might have kissed her in the back passage. Jesus, Martin, I didn't think you had it in you.
Mary, do you think we could make a go of it? Do you think... Will you marry me? Mary, marry me, and we could live together forever, alone. Just the two of us.
But you've all the time in the world for that, Martin. What's the hurry? You hardly know each other.
But Sean here says...
You mind what Sean says?
But Mrs. Logan, you don't understand. Sean here tells me to get out my curtain. Because if I don't, he's going to take me to the nearest gallows and hang me by my giblets.
What?
It's true, Mary. He says you're another man.
Oh my God, not the insurance man.
Mother?
He was here just half an hour ago.
I'm sorry, Mary, but I didn't want to see you suffer again. He was here to see Sean. He said he was cancelling building on the site. Something about, his wife coming back. Out of the blue.
Oh, so that's why he stopped writing.
Oh, Mary, you haven't fallen for him, have you?
Well, Tracy, I just thought that maybe, you know...
But he's a married man.
Oh.
Them are the dangerous ones. There's no one woman enough for them. They need two or three. And us single, that's one single.
Oh, he was here so, was he? Suppose he wants his money back, he'll be lucky.
No, he said you sell on the site for him.
Oh, there's no problem there. I'll sell it on for him, all right. By the time my commissioner's paid, he won't see too much of it.
Martin, maybe you could put in a bid for it.
His mother's pension wouldn't stretch that far.
But John, you give it to us cheap.
Martin, don't make me laugh. Next thing you want me to give it away for nothing. Anyway, how are you going to look after mother from up there?
Oh, don't worry about me, love. I won't have long for this world. It's his own mother I'd be worried about. She lived to see you all out.
Nice of you to say, Mrs. Logan. I'd be lost without her.
Jesus, Martin, are you ever going to stand up on your own 2 feet?
Oh, Mary, this is a waste of time.
Well, you know, if that fella ever shows his face around here again, I won't be long sacking him out.
Good on you, Sean. Better him than me.
Good day, everyone. I hope I'm not disturbing anything here, am I? I thought it might be a good idea if I came and paid you another visit. Well, see, the one rays have returned to face the music, eh? How's life out in Van Diemen's Land? How's our convict cousins getting along, eh?
Is this him, Mary? I thought you'd better taste. What's he on about anyhow?
Well, I was told by your constipated mother-in-law over there that you'd run off with Mary. Swept her off her feet, in fact. and had absconded to the other side of the world. And why the other side of the world? It seems you were afraid little Sean here was going to follow you and drag you back with the scruff of your scrawny little neck.
Hey, listen to me, Sean, who is here now?
That's Matt no fraud, the letter writer.
Ah, the letters. Heard about them, have you? The phantom letters. The ones that disappeared between here and the post office. Because you wouldn't know anything about them, would you, Mrs. Logan? As far as you're concerned, that snot down the post office has them. It's funny, she seems to think it's that witch up here that has them. So, I wonder who's telling the truth here then.
Look, there has been hiding or hair seen of those letters in this house. And if I was you, you'd be better off taking off back to wherever you came from, back to that wife of yours.
My wife's come back now, has she? Me letters disappear, me wife reappears. What do you make of all this, Mary? Can you
Leave me out of this and get going now before I get my temper up and take you out in the air and give you a right good leathering bite.
Good on you, Sean. Never let me say.
No need for all this nonsense. We're supposed to be grown men. We can sort this out without any violence. What do you say, Mary?
Did I tell you to leave Mary out of this? Get going now before I take my jacket off, bye.
Well, you know, I'm not leaving here until I speak to Mary first. And then if she wants me to, I'll gladly go.
You're looking for a clasher now, and he's the man that give it you.
No, stop!
Can't say I didn't warn her.
Stop! Matthew, please wait, it's not worth it, just go!
Mary, you're worth her 1,000 times over, believe me, you're worth
look,
it.
he has a terrible temper, he'll kill you!
He won't lay a finger on me. I was a champion boxer when I was younger.
I knew I'd seen him somewhere before. He was a boxer on the telly.
Yeah, I'm a trained pugilist. That's how I made me living.
Go on, take him outside and make the living daylights out of him.
There's the bugle, you said. He's a pugilist, not a bugleist.
And what difference is it? They both blow their own trumpets. Come on, take him out.
I can't fight an empty stomach.
Sure, you
course you
can
can,
face him before breakfast.
Go on, take him out. Go on.
Right, get out there with you. Right, take a wife this man.
You're not losing like these men if they're not fighting over you, they're fighting under you. Now, my Jack will tell you a thing or two about that. Oh, Mary, I waited a long day for this day to come. Stop him, come on, man. Get him. Get him. You're not going away with Mary, are you?
Tracy, to the ends of the earth if I have to, and jump off it.
But he's a married man.
He's divorced, Tracy.
Well, divorce him, but you won't be able to get married in the church.
Oh, when love comes calling, we'll find a way. Until then, we can just pretend to be married, can't we, Mother? We're very good at pretending in this house. Mother here pretends to be sick, and I pretend to mind her. Sean here pretends to look after both of us. And as for Martin, Martin will keep on pretending till the day he dies. Pretending to get married, that is. At least with Matthew, I don't have to pretend to be in love.
Well, if that's the way you feel, then Mary, go with him, because I know he'll make you happy. But whatever you do, don't do it on top of the wardrobe.
Oh, Tracy! I'm going to miss you so much. Mother?
Oh, God.
Do I have your blessing?
Oh, sure, what good will my blessing be now in the way I behaved?
No, but I'd still like to have it.
1,000 blessings on you, love. But you know what? I suppose I loved you too much. Oh.
Bye, Sean. Bye, Martin.
Oh, they're gone, Mrs. Logan. What'll I do?
Oh, see, Batman at the fleet, don't bother stopping at the crossroads and no way.
Ah, Mrs. Logan, what'll I do?
Oh, crying little tears like all of us. Oh, God, Mary, will you go and get the doctor? Tracy, go and get the doctor for me, girl.
Go on, tell him my nose is out of joint. He'll come see that, all right?
Well, it's like a surgery around here anyway. All it's missing is a doctor. Come on, Martin, let's see if we can get him to come.
Well, don't be long now, Tracy. Oh, God.
Mrs. Logan, you might come down and see my mother sometime when you're better.
Oh, when I'm ready to go on, Martin, away. Oh, jeez. God almighty, will you look at the pair of us? One not able to talk and the other one not able to walk. Have we anything in mind?
Can't go looking for a woman now. With a broken nose, not a shoot in the head.
Oh, sure, I don't care. I don't care what she looks like, as long as she can look after us, Sean.
I'm on my own appearance.
Oh, I think that's a bit of an improvement. They might take pity now, Sean. Why don't you bring in one of those bog trotters you're always bringing in, and we could train her between us.
So Sydney's the training.
Oh, Sean, do you know what? I'm starving with the hunger. After that fight now, I could eat a horse. Do you know, I bet he never met the likes of me in the ring. Oh, God almighty. Sean, will you see if there's something there to eat? Come on, I'm starving. Get up, will you, and polish yourself up a bit. Oh, God. See if there's something there in the most sauce. What's there?
There's a few bones from yesterday.
That'll do. We'll make something. Oh, Mary was a great girl. She could make a meal out of a Wellington. Oh, she's always thinking of her mother. A great girl she was. Go in there to the cupboard and see if there's something that'll go in with that bones. Hurry up now, Sean. Because I'm starving. Oh, gee, that's the rambling and the rumbling and my stomach. Oh, that must be my gallstones. Oh, gee, Sean, when I die, will you get him to take out my gallstones? You might be able to pave the yard outside with them. Sean,
yeah.
Look, there's a tin of carrots in there. Look, get that one. That's it. Come on, throw it in. Come on, Sean. Oh, God. Oh, I hope he comes soon now. Ah, not in the can, open it. Get the can opener and open it. But you know what? I'll have my work cut out training you. And you know, when we finished eating now, Sean,
yeah.
Don't forget to go to the shop and get a couple of stock cubes. We'll want them tomorrow with the soup. And get a packet of them old biscuits. The digestive ones. They're great for lining the stomach. Oh. And you'll have to go now, Sean, before it gets dark. Because I don't like to be alone in the dark.
No, Mother.
When you've washed up, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, oh my leg. That's enough water, we'll want them bones for tomorrow. Come on, hurry up and put it on. Oh, am I starving? Oh, God. Sean, I wonder will I see the morning?
One of us won't.
Oh, who's that? Is that me?
Well, Mrs.
Many's the long day I've been waiting for this day. There's actually something wrong with you. And
How's the family, Doctor?
better than you anyhow.
Oh, and the grandchildren? They're good?
Not too bad.
Who's that for, Doctor? I think it's
You will
hunger pain
stand
I had.
after this.
I'm fine, I can do my own.
Bend over there. Bend over there. Bend over there.